Hello, degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. We are currently seeking a new graphic designer, as our lead graphic designer is a fucking dumbass, and his name is me. Only requirements is, must be willing to accept zero pay, and be smarter than me. The bar is set very low. Anyways, if you have any skills whatsoever, even know how to turn on a computer, you may be the right person. Give me a shout. Today we have top 4 Xpoints. Oliver's back. He's been swinging his way through the finals. He's been punching people in the face with Sarah Angels and Mahamodi Jin, and just playing the slow control deck, using his life as a resource. So today he's playing Kim. And let's go ahead and take a look at these decks. And here's another look at Oliver's deck. Blue-white skies, 4 Sarahs, 3 Modis for the kill, 3 Disenchant Divine Offering to take out whatever, along with the swords, 3 Wrath of Gods, 3 books, a recall, because man, replaying some of those cards is great. More points spent on the Maze of Iths. It has some mana ramp in the form of Felwar Stones. The ever-present and game-ending Fireballs. There's 2 of them in there. For his sideboard, and this is kind of what he's worried about most, he has a few ways to speed up the process to deal with black decks, mono black decks with Karma. 2 extra Divine Offering. 2 Red Elemental Blast, 2 Earthquake for those low to the ground decks. The COP Red for the burn. Disenchant. Ivory Tower. Felden's Cane. I love Amnesia. I kind of wish that was in the main deck. I mean, by the time you slap one of those down, you're good to go, right? That's like the Atlantic or the Swedish old school decks. Once they rip a Mind Twist, you know, whoever got off the biggest one typically wins the game. So, love to see Amnesia in there, and then it rounds off with 2 Blue Elemental Blasts. We've seen the deck before. Let's go ahead and take a look at his opponent, Kim's deck. And here we go with a look at Kim's deck for the month. Points are wrapped up into 3 Mishra's Factories, 1 Mishra's Workshop for the artifact creatures, and a few other artifacts. A Wheel of Fortune, 2 Moxen. That eats up his 10 points. I have a special place in my heart for red-white. I love it. Goes well together. Atog is an angry son of a bitch. Savannah Lions are quick, low, nimble, and will bite your toes off if you're not looking. Suchi's great, especially if you have a place to dump the mana back into so you don't take damage. From Mana Burn, 1 Suchi goes to the graveyard. So for that, he's got books. He's got, like I mentioned before, Mishra's Factories. Does some mana ramping with Felwar Stone, Mana Vaults. I love the Triskelions. They're such a pain in the ass. And, 2 Disintegrates to take care of the Regenerators. This deck does not like regenerating creatures. Also has the swords and the disenchants. Contains all the good cards. Super low to the ground. Not a surprise we're seeing it here in the top 4 for the month. I love it. Sideboard cards. Looks like he has some Red Elemental Blasts, some Earthquakes, I believe. Blood Moon. Some cards I can't really see. A couple COP Reds. And a City in a Bottle. So, can't wait for game number 1. Top 4. Best deck wins. And here we go with game number 1. Oliver on the left in the Vesuvian playmat fires off Volcanic Island on the play. Kim's on the right. Not sure which playmat he's playing on. Kim dropping down a Strip Mine. Oliver gets turned back, plays a Tundra, and fires down an immediate Chaos Orb. Tap 1, do some flippy action, destroy your opponent shit. That's what the card should read. Kim's got the playback, tapping to Atog. Okay. Oliver thought he was losing his orb, although Atog is sitting over there drooling at it. He can't eat it. Oh my god! Atog gets returned to nothing more than a campfire s'more, with that fireball for 2. It is dangerous to be tapped out and have that orb in play. Running naked with your orb can be dangerous. You can lose it. But Kim doesn't have an answer. Looks like Oliver missed a land drop. Kim shoots out a factory. And he's tapping for Suchi. Real threat on the board. Looks like Suchi's turning into Chaos Orb bait. Oliver tapping 1, and here we go with an activation. Oliver's shooting at his volcanic. Oh, looks like we got a double pump. Oh, clean rotation. 8.3 from Jamaica. Those guys, they just have squinty eyes and big smiles. But knocks out the strip mine. That was the worry. So, strip mine down. Oliver jams down Mesa Ith. And what a pain in the ass Mesa Ith has now become. I think Oliver knows he has a lot of answers for, or a handful of answers for artifacts later. He has the, disenchants. Okay. Kim swings in. Oliver sends the Suchi back. Factory sneaks in for 2, putting Oliver down to 18. First damage of the game. Looks like we're doing this again. Oliver taking another 2 from the factory, sends his life total down to 16. Hits a land drop, and look at this, Wrath of God. 2 colorless, 2 white, destroy target Suchi. Gain 4 colorless. He pumps that mana straight into his factory. Ooh, Kim's got an answer back. Look at this. Fireball for 4. That puts Oliver down to 12. Bring in the heat. Oliver does get a book out. That's going to spell bad news if this game goes long. Kim didn't have an answer for the Chaos Orb earlier, but he's going to need to find something to stop Oliver from reading. I think I hear Oliver yelling, "I just want to learn." Oh, Kim says no learning for you. Book down. Kim's up to 24. What a trade. So, I mean, at this point, Oliver's half the life of Kim. This game is about half over, it feels like. Though Oliver's coming up with answers, he's still taking some heat. Look at this, Kim again, tapping 5 more for 4 damage on a fireball. That's putting Oliver down to 8. Real threats are here. I mean, he's 2 more direct damage spells away, X spells, away from ending this. Okay. That's something too, Savannah Lions. Tapping another 4. Look at this, Disintegrate for 3. That puts Oliver down to 5. Wow. Kim still has 3 cards in hand. You know, Oliver should still have a bunch, but he needs to come up with something fast. This party's about over for him. Okay, tapping 5. There we go. Sarah Angel, threat on the board, blocker down. Maze of Ith untapped. So he doesn't have to take damage this turn unless Kim can answer either that Sarah or that Maze of Ith. Okay, tapping 1, Swords to Plowshare on the Sarah. That brings Oliver's life total back up to 9. And look at this. Savannah Lions is getting undone. Oliver's dropping back to 7, 2 damage in from the factory. So the party continues. Oh, Oliver says, no sir. Have you met my Mahamudi Jin? He's big and he's blue, he's 5'6", and he's a flyer. What a pain in the ass. Love casting that thing. I also kind of hate casting it. I typically never have enough mana left over to protect it. Just because he's so big and chunky. And look at this. Swords to Plowshare. Get your big blue ass out of here. That does run Oliver back up to 12, and now back down to 10 after he takes 2 from the factory again. So this game keeps moving forward. Oliver only plays with 7 creatures, and 2 of them have left the game. But he slams down another Modi. Wow. Gifts that keep on giving. Kim digs out another factory, fires it down. Ooh, look at this. Sarah Angel of his own. So, Modi's back to blocking duty, really. He can't tap. Because if he does... Although Kim's going to take 5. Kim's going to turn around and sneak back in for at least 6. 2 factories and a Savannah Lion. Even if he gets the Sarah undone by the Maze of Ith. So Modi's just sitting over in the corner with his arms crossed. And he's spitting tobacco into a spittoon. No one's fucking with him is what I'm getting at here. And I was wrong. Modi's getting turned sideways. Oh, look at those giant die that Kim's playing with. Those are awesome. I thought those just were oversized die. Oh, he takes 5, and look at this. Oliver's slamming down a Wrath of God. Okay. So that clears the board. The problem is he's got 2 factories to deal with still. Kim's down to 19. Oliver's still on 10. But those die, look how wide they are. They're bigger than... They're wider than a magic card. We could break a window with those things. Alright, Kim's back to mana ramping. Felwar Stone out. Tapping another 2. Activating both factories. And really now the factories are going to be coming in for 3 because the one that gets untapped. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. Is getting disenchanted. Never mind. The 3 play is gone. Threat down. Crisis averted. Blue-white skies looks like it's stabilizing. Well, look at this. Oliver's tapping a bunch of mana. Recall for 2. And pitching a Wrath and Volcanic. Who gives a shit about the Volcanic? Pulling back a creature and a book. Oh, this is terrifying. Recall's out of the game with his 2 creatures. And Recall makes complete sense in his deck now. I play without it a lot. I know it's so good late game. Even mid game. Once you fire off a couple good cards, being able to pick through your graveyard and get what you need back up is spectacular. It does typically take up a turn, as in this case. He got 2 cards back, but it took up his turn. But this late in the game, when everybody's doing draw go, it doesn't really matter. So Kim's turning, fires down a Mana Vault. He is building resources, and even though we've seen him use, I think, 3 X spells, I believe he at least has 1 more left in this deck. Yeah, he's adding everything up. Look at this Disintegrate. For 7. I believe that's a Disintegrate for 7. Oliver's down to 3. Terrifying. Never get down to 3 against a red deck. He's trying to fight back. He jams down a Modi. And Kim doesn't give a shit about his Mana Vault right now. He wants those resources. Can he come up with the last 3 damage? Sarah Angel. Oh, Oliver has an answer. Bats at it like a cat with a laser toy and says, "Get that shit out of here." Modi swinging in for another 5. Okay, have the tables turned. Kim's down to 13. Oliver's still on 3. And here's the book. Wow, with still 4 untapped mana. Kim's going to 12 with the Mana Vault. That Mana Vault's not really helping a whole lot right now. Ooh. I think I just saw Wheel of Fortune go down. This may be it. Let's see if Oliver has an answer. Oliver's swordsing his own Modi for 5 life. It does put the 3rd creature out of the game for him, but that puts him back up to 8. As I mentioned before, being on 3 against a red deck, especially with a fresh new hand, is almost always certain death. Ooh, Su-Chi coming back out, so threat hitting the board. Oliver's quick to fire down a Disenchant. All the mana's getting pumped back into the factory. Oliver's untapping his handful of land. Kim is all tapped out. Oliver drops in a Felwar Stone. I mean, unless he's trying to fireball for 19, I don't know if it's going to help him a whole lot. Kim's down to 11, but look at this. He plays out another factory. Will he be able to sneak around that maze? Ooh, and an Atog. Really, I think the Atog's going to need to take the maze most of the time. Oh, wow. Triskelion. think Oliver's saying, hold on now, slow down for a second. Reaching for some mana. Tapping forward, drawing with the book. Things are getting out of hand in a hurry. A lot of creatures just went down. One being Trike. Plus, he's going to have to always undo that Atog. Alright, Oliver drops a Felwar Stone. And he's playing a Fireball. I think he's fireballing Trike and Atog. Ooh, and Trike fires back 3. I feel like Oliver's going down to 5 with that move. Kim's sacking 2 artifacts. Atog is getting large. And he survives. So with that being said, I mean, he really does still have to maze the Atog. There's enough artifacts, I mean, between the 2 factories and the Felwar Stone, that he can't let that Atog slide through. Kim plays out a Ruby and a Mountain. Yeah, team artifact coming in. Atog's getting undone. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares. So, threat removed from the board. Kim's up 13. Oliver's still coming up with answers. Oh, Triskelion. Yeah, Triskelion hits. Triskelion shoots and kills again. Wow. Game 1 is done. So we'll swap out some cards and see what we come up with for game number 2. And here we go to game number 2. Triskelion came in for the last direct damage for Kim. Oliver went down. So Kim's up 1-0. Oliver's on the play, fires off of Plains, and passes. Kim leads with a Mishra's Factory. Factory is an effective pain in the ass. So they're both just ramping. Kim fires out a Felwar Stone. They're peacocking with their mana base here is all that's going on. Dual land followed by a black bordered City of Brass, so feathers are out. Ooh. Even more peacocking. Oliver plays Maze of Ith and a Chaos Orb, so first defensive threat out. First couple. Here comes Atog. Your friendly neighborhood Atog. leave them alone with your brown cards. So Oliver just passing. Factory and Atog swinging in. The tag team powerhouse. Ooh. Blue Blast. And a fucking disenchant. This is what nightmares come from. So 2 answers. And really, Oliver's still showing 2 more answers on the table. Maze of Ith is so fucking good. As we all know, Chaos Orb has to be the best. It's the orb. And insult to injury. Here comes a book. Okay, immediate disenchant. You know, really, once a book gets online, as everyone knows, the game ends. Kim's back on the offensive, throws down a Savannah Lions. He's still another threat away, if not 2, because of that Maze of Ith, though. Another Atog. This one might even be hungrier than the last one. We'll see. Holy shit, Wrath of God. Oliver says, fucking melt, creatures. And I mean, this just feels bad. The control deck has had an answer for everything. You know, he's still on 20. And as I mentioned, he's showing 2 solutions on the board. Yeah. We'll see if Kim can come up. He's going to have to dig deep with some threats here. Oh, look at this. Recall for 1. Blue Elemental Blast. Okay, way to fight back. This is a fireball for 1? I believe it was. Here we go. Tapping everything. Sarah Angel. Sarah is a real threat. She has to dodge some bullets. They're both kind of draw-go. Don't make me hit the fast-forward button. I want to see the exciting part. Okay, lots of lands being tapped. Triskelion down. Another real threat. See if Oliver has an answer. So we have an orb activation here. Oh, double pump down just to check his target. Clean flip. Whoa, covers about 93% of the opponent's card. The folks from the Dominican Republic have been hanging out with the folks from Jamaica. They give it a 9.3. Everyone's having a good time. More threats abound. Another Sarah Angel gets slammed down. damage can be done here soon. Yeah, both Sarah's in. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares. And a Maze of Ith. Sarah's been sent to work back on the fields. Dropped her sword, picked up Plowshares. As always, that's a kick in the teeth. So Kim needs to come up with another... There we go, another form of damage or aggression. Savannah Lions. These decks have been fairly matched. Kim showing is up to 24 life. Alright, Oliver's coming in. Earthquake for 1. That's going to wreck a Savannah Lions. So, the ground splits open. The cat falls in. Fucking cat down. Bolt straight to the face. So Oliver's on 14, and he's had enough of that bullshit. COP red, Circle of Protection down. I personally enjoyed the Earthquake for a shit ton. COP red to prevent it in a previous video. So they're both kind of doing a draw-go dance. Land stacks are getting bigger. This is where throwing an Armageddon would really mess with everyone. Another book down, though. I mean, Armageddon's pointed. You can't just toss it in there. You gotta spend some of your resources. Book equally as powerful at this stage in the game. Here we go, another answer for book. Disenchant, followed by Counterspell. Swats that fucking disenchant. Oh, Jesus Christ! Things are happening. Oh my god, more fucking Counterspell. Holy shit. Just as a recap, we had Disenchant. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no, no, no. And I think Oliver came down on top, followed by Suchi, followed by another fuck no. Divine Offering. Holy shit, things are happening. We've had about 20 or 30 minutes of peacetime. War is back abound. Divine Offering on Suchi. Oliver gained some life. He went up to 18. And Kim lost 4. Nowhere to sink out that mana to. And ouchie. So that was a huge play. I mean, we just saw, what, 7, 8, 10 cards just fly around, and lots of things happened. Book's still down. And Oliver is in the driver's seat with his book out. Makes me wonder if about every Xpoint decks need to load, 1 or 2 toolkit answers, one being book, just for any game that goes longer than you want it to. Yeah, he is reading away. Fucking Oliver's starting his own library. He's gonna call it, look at all these fucking cards. Good name for a library, Oliver. Good name. So, yeah, more reading. Oh, Fireball for a bunch. Yeah, he's going to count this one up. Fireball for 11. That's a big one. Kim's down to 8. Yeah, that's big. Huge. Oh, 9. Sorry. Missed it by 1. Alright, Atog, second threat down. The bad news is that COP Red has Atogs just sitting back, can't do anything. Oh, here it is. Look at this shit. Awesome. Awesome. That's Tricky Dick from Wichita right there. He's earthquaking for lethal. Oh, wow, yes! There will be more game. Kim says, don't count me out. I can get rid of my own creatures. Swords to Plowshare puts him up to 13. Takes 9 from the Earthquake. Oliver is taking 9, but the German fucking 9, which is none from Earthquake. Because of that COP Red. Kim's still hanging on. He still wants to show Oliver the business here. I love it. Wow. Another Mesa It down. Between that and that COP Red and that book, this is tough. But there's an answer. Some direct damage. In the form of a Triskelion. Uh-oh. Disenchant from Oliver. Trike shoots its arms back out. Strip Mine. Okay, hey, that does take care of a maze. We know there's more Suchis. There should be some more Triskelions in there. That's really what the game needs, but the game does not need anything. We have Fireball. So we will be rolling on game number 3. Oliver takes game number 2. Let's fast forward and see what happens. So here we go, game number 3. Game number 1, Kim raced in. Game number 2, they each played a few land, and then Oliver's control deck said, "And now I am in charge." And that's pretty much how game number 2 went. Kim did put up a valiant effort of a fight. There was just too much card draw and too much control. But look at this. Kim's on the aggressive plan, fires down a factory. Oliver says, shit, get out of here. Strips the factory. Oh, Oliver's in for a slow game. He wants that ivory tower to gain him some life. Kim fires off his second land. 2 of his points right there. Mox Ruby. Wow, he's really ramping. 2 into another Fellwar Stone, so now he's up to 4 mana sources. Tapping both of them. Oh, Disenchant. Smack that ivory tower straight into the ground. He topples it. And good play, because he wants to get those damage in. Oliver is now taking his turn at making some extra mana ramps. Okay, Kim's up to 5 mana sources, but had to pass with 2 cards in hand. That's tough. Oliver's still ramping, playing another Fellwar Stone. Kim sticks out of 6, taps them all. Triskelion. Okay, now we get a fight. 4-4 with sticky rocket arms hits the board. And Oliver with a quick answer. Swords to Plowshares. 3 damage gets shoved back to Oliver from the trike. He goes to 17. Kim's on 21. And that book has hit the table again. Ooh, with a Wheel of Fortune. COP red. An Earthquake hit the bin. They're drawing 7 new cards. I love this. It's like the game just begun, except we're in turn 5. Okay, Kim gets a strip mine. He's going to save it for a Mazavith later. No, he is stripping out the island. Playing out a Savannah Alliance. Oh, look at this. Divine Offering to the book. Kim goes up 25. Oliver's on 17. That was a big exchange. Lots of good cards played back and forth. And here's that Mazavith that I just mentioned. Just always shows up right in time. Okay, Savannah Lions in. They get undone by the maze. And a bolt to the face. Oliver's down to 14. Oh boy. Lots of counting going on. I'd count 2, but I can't count that high. Disintegrate for a shit ton, and Oliver swats that right down with a counterspell. Disintegrate denied. That Disintegrate would have been for 6. Oliver jams down to Chaos Orb. Okay, so another Destroyer of Dreams is at the board. Do like that workshop. I don't like it this late in the game. But look at it's immediately doing work, tapping for 3, Suchi out. I am 4 workshops behind from having a place at a workshops. But that doesn't matter. Look at this fireball, and Oliver again holding back counter spells. Shutting down Xpoints. Spells. Look at that. Disenchant on Suchi. 4 mana burn right back to Kim. He's to 21. Threats neutralized, and there's still a Maze of Ith and a Chaos Orb on Oliver's side. So the control deck is doing its name state. And yep, we're back to the draw go portion of the game. Tapping 6 though, Triskelion. Oh, look at this. 3rd counterspell. Wow. Just answers for everything. Blue and white's pretty good. Another Suchi down. I mean, really, at this point, Kim's still another creature away. On top of those 2 from being able to deal damage, if not 2 more after that. 2 mazes and that Chaos Orb. Just crushing dreams. Oh, brutal. Wrath of God. There shan't be creatures. Kim decided to gain some life. He swords out his own Su-Chi so it wouldn't hit the graveyard. Gained 4 off of that. Oliver's got a book down. Okay, another threat hits the board. Yeah, book's already doing some work. I think Oliver's starting to franchise his libraries out. For a mere $1,000 down, you too can own a franchise of Oliver's library. So Kim's got another threat out. He does hit Atog. I am not speeding this video up. Oliver is just going mad drawing cards. But again, this late in the game, that's why Book is so good. Even with those 2 creatures down, yeah. I hate to keep saying it, but... oh. Insult to injury. Fireballs to the face. Leaving 2 blue showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fireball to the face for 10. Wow. Okay, that took away a chunk of life. 10 to be exact. Kim's on 15. Oh, look at this. Pushing back. Divine Offering to the Book. Kim's back to 19. Refuses to roll over. Hopefully, I mean, he is just a creature or 2 away from being able to get some damage in. Some X spells would be big too. Even the game up. Felden's Cane. Oliver is getting ready to do so much reading. He's going to eat through his whole deck, and he's going to have to put it back with the cane. He's planning ahead. This is one reading son of a bitch. Love it. Oh, look at all this mana getting tapped. Disintegrate for a shit ton. Blue Blast. Red Blast. More Blue Blast. Wow. So another counter ward just went off. I mean, yeah. Fucking big damage. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. And nope, 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 stuck. So no damage. Okay, Kim throws down a Mana Vault. I mean, he can be able to deal a ton of damage. And looking back through it, Oliver has eaten through, what, at least 3 counter spells, 2 or 3 blue blasts, and they're going through the decks. Yeah, there's counters, counters, counters. Wow. So, lots of good cards to get shoved back in with Felden's Cane. I love it. I haven't seen Felden's Cane since I was in grade school. Not really, I own some, but super rare that it comes into a sideboard of mine. Look at that little interaction. COP red down for Kim. And Oliver says, no, I think that's my main way of killing you now. Put that in your graveyard. Disenchant. Immediately. Wow, look at all these lands. Whoa. Kim likes to read too. I like it. Kim is reading. And Divine Offering. Immediately. Oliver answers back. Gains 4 life. The book did its job. Drew 1 card. Too bad it couldn't get a few more for him. Felden's Cane is cracked. All those cards that left have now made a return. Look at this, Kim's dropping a trike. Another serious threat. If Oliver didn't have 3 Maze of Ith and a Chaos Orb down. Wow, look at all those resources. Look at this, another Sarah Angel hitting the board. The threats are piling up. And they're serious threats, 4 4s. Draw go out of Oliver. Kim's back on the draw. Yeah, he's going to start turning things sideways. Oliver's going to have to make a decision here. I mean, the games are 1-1. Okay, here we go. Swords to Plowshares. Looks like Kim's got a response. Notice that Kim's got what looks like a sick-ass patch. Oh, Blue Blast. Blue Blast must be for the Atog. Yeah, Atog down. He's undoing the 3 attacking creatures with the 3 Maze of Ith. All threats neutralized, except for, look at this. Triskelion number 2 hitting the board. So again, that represents 6 damage to the dome at any given time. Oliver tapping 1 here. Ooh, an answer out of Kim. Disenchant on the Chaos Orb. Disenchant back for Oliver on the Trike. Oliver shoots in 3 direct damage. Straight to the face. I'm sorry, Kim shoots in 3 direct damage straight to the face of Oliver. With that down Trike. This game's still so close. Uh-oh. You never want to catch your opponent counting land. Okay, Oliver passes. Kim's on the play again. Bolt to the face for Oliver. He goes down to 12. Looks like he's chucking 3 more damage from the Triskelion, putting Kim's putting Oliver on 9. And a pass. Wow. So this game is moving along 15 to 9 right now. Another bolt. Oliver's down to 6. Oh, I apologize. With all the swords in there, it's actually 6 to 19. Kim's a few more pieces of cheese away from taking Oliver down. Does a control deck have an answer? Well, Kim spits out another Atog. Oh, here we go. Disenchant back. 1/1 Triskelion is dead. Oh, this is brutal. Wrath of God. That Felden's Cane being recycled back in has just provided Oliver with extra swords, Wrath of Gods, disenchants. Kim's gaining even more life by swordsing out one of his 4/4 Sarah Angel. He's now up to 23. And a COP Red's hitting the board. Oh, quick disenchant out of Oliver. Shoots down the COP Red. Ivory Tower. Uh-oh. Oliver's down to 6. Oh, immediate disenchant on the Ivory Tower. And counterspell back. Oliver wants to crawl out with life. Wants to make his life go up, up, up. And Kim says, no, let's keep that low. So, bit of a counter battle. Disenchant, counterspell, red blast. Kim came up on top for that one. Ivory Tower in the bin. Both just ripping cards off the top. Still 23 to 6. COP Red again out. On Oliver's side, we've seen a lot of Cop Reds. And, oh. Oliver showing a mess of direct damage and 2 counter spells to protect it all. That's going to be game. Wow. Controlled that, controlled all the way to the end. Congratulations, both of you guys on top 4. Excellent match. Oliver takes it 2-1. He'll be moving on to the finals for the month. As always, thanks for watching The Orb.